Iceberg Jim, back at y'all with another one. And this is a head-to-head, a three-way matchup of the spicy chicken ramen noodle soup bowls. Now, these bowls came out a few years ago, but I didn't start trying it until this year, 2022. I've had the hot and spicy chicken Nissin one, which is also top ramen. I've accidentally had the Maruchan hot and spicy chicken flavor one before, and I didn't care for it too much. But I'm going to do a direct comparison between those two and include a Tapatío one. 430 calories, 430 calories, 450 calories. Now, in terms of sodium, 1550 Tapatío, Nissin or Nissin, not sure how you say it. I'm going to say Nissin top ramen, 1300. Maruchan, 1440. So, what I'm going to do is open it up so we can take a look, see what comes in them. Nissin, we got the vegetable slash a couple spice packet thing going on here. The season packet and the chili sauce to add that kick to it. Maruchan flavor packet. I want to include the hotness in it, and it looks like there's some hot flakes in this little vegetable packet, if you will, and corn and some other leafy things. Tapatío. Looks like you just get one pack and you get little pieces of some stuff in it. I'm sure this stuff is probably stuck to the bottom. Yeah, with little herbs and spices and leafy, colorful things in it down there. And you get this packet. For all of these, you fill it up to the line, put it in the microwave 3 minutes. Then you let it set for at least a minute. I'm going to prepare them, and then I'm going to let it sit for 15 minutes to cool down, and then we'll go ahead and taste them and see which one I like best. The noodles have been prepared. Let's go in for a closer look. Maruchan, that's how it looks. Tapatío, they just came out the microwave a few minutes ago. That's how it looks. And that's how it looks over there with the Nissin top ramen. Now, the Maruchan, it always seemed like it had that kind of yellowish haze on it. Kind of like a chicken noodle soup broth going on. More oranges, if you will, over here with Nissin. Tapatío, even though it hasn't cooled down yet where the water and juices had gone down, but looks to be more red, if you will. Now, the Maruchan, I didn't care for the smell too much while I was in the microwave. It kind of smells like noodles, water, and an off flavored smell, taste, kind of salt, if you will. This Nissin smells more flavorful, if you will. You can smell like the herbs and spices and maybe hints of garlics and chili sauce and things of that nature. Tapatío smelled really good before it went in the microwave. And it has that kind of hot sauce kind of smell to it, if you will, where it's gonna have some spice to it, and it still has that vinegariness to it, if you will. So yeah, they all smell unique. And the smell I hate worse is Maruchan. Nissin slash Top Ramen. I like that smell the most. Tapatío comes in second in terms of smell. But smell isn't everything. It's gonna come down to a matter of taste, and that's what we're gonna get into. Now, normally when I get a bowl like this, especially the Nissin, I like to add American cheese and Ritz crackers to it. Slice of American cheese and 5 Ritz crackers, and I'm happy with that. Ritz crackers soak up some of the soupiness of it, so I can just get into it with that heartiness. American cheese adds that good flavor to it, and that's just how I go about it. But since it's just a taste test of the ramen noodle bowls, soups, if you will, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm just going to be consuming it as is. I'm going to start off with the Maruchan, and then we'll go from there. All right. Let me see how I want to get into this. Yeah, I'm going to use a fork. Or I should have got a bigger spoon to get the soupiness of it, but this we just have to do. Use a little carrot on it. All right, going in. Tastes like flavored salt water with some heat. Whatever kind of noodles that they are, if taste is kind of prominent. I'm really not feeling the taste of it. This is I would get this Maruchan if somehow they ran out of everything else and there was no other options and I had to have it. But this is not something I would go after. Noodles, salt water, and some heat. Not really getting flavors that have any kind of savoriness to it that I would want or anything else. It's bland it's kind of bland if you will. Bland and salty. That's how I see it, and I'm not really enjoying the aftertaste. It's bland and saltiness to me. So this one is just not for me. It's just not something I'll get. I just can't get the Maruchan versions of these ramen bowls. Sorry. It's not something I want. Nissin. Let me get a sip of water before I get into it to cleanse the palate a little bit, and before it's been wiped off and all of that. All right, the noodles look to be a little bit different than a Maruchan. These looks like more of kind of egg noodle-ish kind of thing, flat. This looks like more spaghetti type noodles over here with the Nissin. Let me go in and see how this is. Stronger, bolder flavor. Yeah, kind of taste the herbs a little bit, if you will. The chili sauce hits nicely. Kind of savory, so I guess there's some garlic in it, if you will. That tends to make things savory. Good aftertaste. It's something that I have gotten and will continue to get. Good stuff right here. Now, Tapatío. Never had this before. I've used the hot sauce in the past, but I never had their ramen. Kind of a red orange kind of glow thing going on. And we'll see what this is like. It had that kind of hot sauce vinegar smell to it going on a little bit. But we'll see what it tastes like. Tastes like watered down hot sauce, if you will. Watered down hot sauce. Lean, salty. Nothing in terms of savoriness, herb, spice kind of thing. So I assume there's probably not much garlic in it. I'm sure this could be doctored up and get it to your liking. I don't know what's worse, this or the Maruchan. But I will say, without question, the Nissin top ramen, it's hot and spicy, is the best one. So now the battle which the worst one is. Let me go back on this. Go back in on Maruchan. I usually use a spoon with these bowls and get it up, but I usually have a bigger spoon to use. But that's all I had available right now, the smaller one. Noodles, salt, and water. Taste starchy. Lacking on the flavor. With the Maruchan. This watered down hot sauce, if you will. Little hints of urban spices, but I'll put the Tapatío over the Maruchan. There's just something off about the Maruchan. I mean, if you want just the noodle taste and salt, water, and minimal flavor, go ahead with the Maruchan. It's a little more flavorful. And you have to get over that watered down hot sauce a little bit, but you could easily doctor this up and, figure something out. So I'll put a Maruchan last place. Second place, Tapatío. Even though it's not my preference, and I'd get it if I had to. But the number one spot, Nissin top ramen, chicken flavor, hot and spicy. That's the best one. The best tasting one. The robust flavor that you expect from ramen noodles. Not that watered down salt water nonsense going on with the other ones and watered down hot sauce. This is how it should be, in my opinion. So yeah, well, I get it again, of course. Always get it again. So yeah, this for the win by a long shot. That's how I feel about these ramen noodle bowls. Comment in the comment section what's your favorite one, how you feel about these ramen bowls. And of course I got chicken flavor because, as we know, chicken ramen is the best. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.